go, let my soul go, let my soul go, I just might explode. Let my soul go, let my soul go, let my soul go, I just might explode.
Hi, and welcome to SAS TV, and this is the Revel. We're going to be using this board. We're going to start with activity. Now, I will be putting the homework assignment at the end of the reading to see what you learn, to see if you are comprehending, to see if you know where I am coming from. Let's begin. Okay, we are working with activity. Okay, we're just going to do this much today. Okay. Give me 1 second, get my mind right. Okay. Okay. So this is the activity. And the first activity that we're going to be working with is the mode. If you have a dictionary or you want to look it up under Google, you want to look up the word mode in the sense of where I'm coming from here. This is the direction. This is your direction. This is where you are going. We're going to say, see it. I always tell you this. See it, be it, and feel it. Okay, this is the mode. See it, feel it, be it. Okay. So when we're going into the mode, these are some of the activities that we're going to be working with. I want to say maybe in 2019, later 2018, going to 2019, and then you ended 2019, and maybe weeks after that, you were communicating from a low tolerance. It's a depression. Okay, you were dated from a low tolerance and depression. Okay, you were working with avoiding misleading endings, avoiding misleading endings. This is the mode. We're going to be working with the mode. You're going to be working with you were working from, we're going to do this two-part. You were working from fear, anxiety, and time. Abrupt movement. Going too fast, making decisions. You're making your decisions. This is where your decisions were coming from, more than likely a lot. This causes anxiety. Okay, and number 4, this is the mode. You were working with, there was health here. 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 And with health, I feel like there was a lot of, there was conversation. But the conversation was mental. So you were adding to your stress by not fixing the problem. You were conversating in your mind mentally. Number 5, you were working from a like the end of the rope with finance. It was like always at the end of the rope. Finance, like scraping. You were working from a hunger mind frame, a hunger, a suppression. A stop motion. Okay? It wasn't a greed, it was a suppression. And then you were, with all these going on, you still had that kick about you. You had that faith thing about you. You still had your desire. Nothing let your desires go. You were in your desires, but you wasn't acting in them. They were just in the back of your mind. Acting. Back mind. So we're going to work with these first. Okay. Take the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and let you write those things down. This is the mode. This is the activity. This is where we're going to start. We went 1 through 6, and we're going to be working with the low tolerance, which causes depression. This is the mood. These are mood swings. You are working with avoiding and misleading endings. You are working with fear, which causes anxiety, and you're being able to move too quick in decisions, which was move, don't want to do with that, like this hustle and flow type thing. And right here with your finances, this is just a mind frame. This is where you were working from. This is from where you were moving from, okay? From like this scrapping, this hunger, this oppression, this stop motion. You will always go. That's the abruptness and the anxiety came in with that's making you feel hungry and suppressed, okay? Even though you just have to use your time. And one good thing I can say, I want to go ahead and give you a star for this. Because your desires, you really didn't move on it, but you kept them in your mind. I think that's what kept you in movement. But your back mind wouldn't let you move on it because this finance was really a major thing. Now the health thing, there was some things going on with health. I see some back and forth. I see some secret messages. So they let me know that you were in your mind a lot about these type of things. We're going to be working from here. This is where we're going to be working from. I want you to see it, feel it, and be it. That's what I want you to recognize, because this is where you have been making your decisions from. 2019. We're going to start with 2019, okay? So let's talk about the low tolerance. Let's talk about low tolerance type of situations. So we're going to write it right here. We're going to put situations. We're going to put another box. And we're going to put, I don't know if you can see it. We're going to put situations. I'm going to have to get on my other camera so you guys can see exactly what I'm writing. So some of the situations that you were dealing with is in every one of these situations. The wording, each thing that came on brought on more and more and more and more anxiety. This is what kept you sane. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that because that's something that you can keep personal. So some of the situations that you were low tolerant in, these are the low tolerance. This is where you had your most trouble. This is where these situations were happening so much that it became a part of your life, and you just reacted from them, and you just talked from them, and you just moved from them, and you just spazzed from them. Let's go ahead and break those things down. So let's start with low tolerance. Low tolerance, which is causing depression. It will that's an automatic. That's an automatic. That's an automatic bad. This is where you were working from. This cause, if you were not centered, this will cause breakups, fights, endings, tears, feeling sorry for yourself, wrong company, wrong mates, job to job, and just an overall imbalance. Okay? We don't want this to be too long because I want to keep you interested, okay? I think I'm past the time I'm supposed to be going. Okay. So these are some of the situations we got to break it down first and then we can move in. So this is the first thing we're going to be working with is situations. We know that what the activity is. The activity is where you are making your decisions from, which is what? What did we talk about? Mood swing. These were the things that caused a lot of activity to go backwards in 2019. So some of the situations were when you're in that low tolerance and when you're in that depression and you're an air sign, you go, however you feel is how you move. Everyone knows that air sign has to be in between all the time. We can never be on this side and you can never be on that side. You have to always be balanced. That's why I always talk about exercise, rest, mentality, solving problems, communicating more. That's one of the things I always talk about on my channel. So some of the situations here that just automatic bad. There were breakups, unnecessary fights, unnecessary endings, unnecessary tears, unnecessary sorries, unnecessary wrong connections, unnecessary jobs, dissatisfied, like this abruptness. This abruptness, where is it at? This fear and anxiety, that job to job. You may have quit this one and went to another one. You just feel like you couldn't find yourself in the job areas, which overall causes an imbalance. So this is something that will stick to you because you feel like it automatically qualifies you to live with it. You do not have to live with low tolerance. It's caused by something, and we're going to get to the root of it. These are traits. These are some of the things that you may not see that has been done. This is a very important part of learning how to work in your mood swings when these things come, how to balance them in other areas other than your decision making, because it can cause a lot of enemies and it can cause a lot of bad things for you that you can't come back from, okay? So we want to work with this trait. This is not an attitude, this is a trait, okay? So once again, we're going to be working with situations, breakups, fights, endings, tears, these I sorries, wrong communication, meaning misunderstandings. Like if you had so much of this going on that if someone was to tell you something other than what you're seeing, you would think automatically that something's wrong, and you will reply or you will communicate way off than what they are saying. So you have to always understand yourself, and we're going to work with these traits. This stuff is going to take about 2 months or more, so let's just get prepared. I hope you have your pen and paper available. This is what I want you to work on. We're going to keep this board up. We don't want to get into 30 minutes into this, because I want you to break it down, okay? So look at what we're going to be working with. I don't want to give you too much. It doesn't take no more than 15 minutes to break it down. And next week we're going to go with the avoiding and the misleading endings. What part did this play? This is relationship. This is family. This is work. This is people. This is places. This is things. Low tolerance depression cuts down your communication. You communicate in a whole new box. You communicate way differently. You're not understood. They don't understand because you are working from a low tolerance. You're not there. You're not there with normal people that are not there. They could be telling you stuff and talking to you, and you're going to always get off, or you're going to always go back to that feeling, or you're going to say things that's going to take you back to that low tolerance which you became comfortable with. This is something comfortable. You became very comfortable with this. You became very comfortable with non-communicating. You became very comfortable with being very direct and upfront and snatch. And that's just that mood swing that you was working from. And those counter reactions are these. And the counter reactions is these. Okay? This is really good. This is really good. I want you to work from this area. I want you to take a look. I want you to write these things down. I only want you to go from the low tolerance. We're going to start with the low tolerance and depression. That trait, that attribute, that comfortable spot, that place where you were okay, that place where you were doing all of this. We were doing all of this unknowingly. We're going to fix that. So when these situations come around again, you know how to work these. Excuse me. You know how to work these so they will not get in the way of the future of yourself, of the future of jobs, the future of relationships, the future of family, the future of property matters, the future of jobs and independent business. You cannot move with this. You cannot move in this. You're limited. You cannot move in this unless it's in another area of your life where you can pick and choose your battles with these situations. This is the activity right now. So we're going to stop right here because I'm not going to give you too much because we have a lot to do. We got 8 weeks for this subject, and then we have another 6 for another 2 months, okay? So let's work with this, okay? Let's work with this. This is where you're going to be making your decisions. I want you to see it, feel it, and be it, and know these are the mood swings that we're going to break down and open you up so we can reverse those. So the things that need to come in on the reverse side of this reaction can come in and bless your life, okay? So let's just start from the beginning. For the homework, I want you to write what was your low tolerance areas. Where do you see yourself in any of these? I want you to find words, and I want you to write me a 2 paragraphs. I want the first paragraph to be low tolerance and what it is to you, not what I said. And I want you to put in there how the word depression had an effect on your low tolerance. And I want you in that second paragraph to talk about comfortable, how comfortable it made you, what you didn't realize, what are the things that you walked into that you didn't realize they were uncomfortable, but now they were comfortable, but now they're uncomfortable as you're looking back seeing, okay? Ownership is here. We're going to be working with all these things, okay? I want to see everything I see in here. I want it to be used in that paragraph. I want it to look really good. I want it to be neat. I want it in 2-page, copied and paste with your name, homework, the Revel, with your screen name, and we're only working with low tolerance. This is where you were making your decisions from in 2019. And we're going to fix it all. And we're going to fix it to where it can work for you. And when it comes back up, when you feel that feeling, when you feel that mood swing coming up, but you don't spaz, you don't get off, you just keep yourself together and apply it where it belongs, okay? It's going to give you a counter reaction that's going to keep you from being held back, okay? Because air signs can be stubborn and you guys have to be stable. You have to be balanced in order to really move. It'll take you all day to make a decision because you do not want to make the wrong decision. But see, that's also a mood swing too. I'm going to help you do less of that by incorporating really good traits to replace you abruptly or not abruptly or you always have to stay in the middle, air sign. You know that. So that's the lesson for tonight. We'll try to do no more than 15 minutes because I don't want to bore you, but I want you to learn. I expect the homework to be turned in every Thursday. Next week, we're going to be working with misleading endings and misleading situations. We're going to put all these things together, and I'm going to show you how to incorporate a brand new mood swing. My name is BELYNNEBEZ. God bless you.